Hello everybody, I am back again with another video. Today I want to share with you 10 best fragrance purchases of 2020, new fragrances in my collection that I really enjoy them. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I am talking about fragrances and related stuff. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notifications by my new uploads. I upload frequently. Let's see the fragrances. I want to start by House of Davidoff at number 10 spots. Davidoff Cool Water Intense. It's not a top 10 list, just I put it numbers randomly. So Davidoff Cool Water Intense has a lots of very important factors. At first it is affordable, or I can say cheap even. 125 ml, 30 bucks. It is very good. Second very important factor is compliment getter somehow and pleasant scent. It is easy to wear type of scent. It is designery pleasant scent and very great perfumer. The only negative factor of this fragrance is projection for me. I cannot get that much projection out of this bottle, out of this juice. Some says that this fragrance is beast in terms of projection. For me it is a weak type of projector fragrance. For first hour I can get very below average projection. After that will stay on my skin until 8-10 hours, but like a skin scent, strong intense type of a skin scent. Scent profile is like creamy, floral, sweet and intensely woody smelling type of fragrance, like ambroxan, sweet. One of my friends said that it smells like pina colada, something like that. Smells a bit exotic, but to my nose is like floral, sweet and woody. For whatever reason I can get florals here, not that much coconut and other notes. Also you can check my full review on this fragrance, like Mehdi scent Cool Water Intense. If you search it you can find it out. But it smells in the brief like floral, sweet, woody. Floral, sweet, woody. Very great fragrance. Cool Water Intense at 10 spot. At number 9 spots from House of Giorgio Armani 2020 release, latest flanker of Acqua di Gio. Acqua di Gio Profondo. So it is aquatic and sweet, slightly salty I can say. So there is a bit DNA of Paco Rabanne, House of Paco Rabanne here I can get, like Invictus-ish DNA plus DNA of Acqua di Gio. If it is a wow, a groundbreaking, no, but it is very pleasant scent. That DNA of Acqua di Gio is available here. Aquaticness is here more compared to Profumo. Profumo is less aquatic, more herbal I can say, but here I can see that perfumer again used big amount of cologne, which gives to the fragrance that aquatic vibe. And fragrance is sweet. I cannot catch sweetness in Acqua di Gio. In the Profumo no, in the Absolute I can catch, but here is sweet again. Here is sweet, we have not that incense of Acqua di Gio, and slightly salty. Reminds me of mix of Acqua di Gio plus Invictus Legend, or mix of Acqua di Gio plus Aqua Atlantic. I cannot say Sauvage de Lambulu because it is salty. I can get that salt in Aqua Atlantic and better even in the Invictus Legend. If you have smelled Invictus Legend, imagine Invictus Legend plus Acqua di Gio. Here we go. Acqua di Gio Profondo. Performance is okay, but projection is bad. It lasts on your skin. It is eau de parfum concentration, lasting is big time, but at all I cannot get projection out of this fragrance, and lasts very weakly, but after 6-7 hours you can smell it on your skin, but very weakly. So I believe this fragrance is very great for extremely hot summer days and close encounters, date situations maybe. You cannot get that much noticed by this fragrance. Next fragrance at number 8 spot from House of Rochas L'Homme. After Rochas Moustache, this fragrance is also great. I enjoy this one after that. It seems that they have such a great jobs. This fragrance is a solid fragrance, but not a wow, not a game changer, but it is very hidden gem and perfumer type of fragrance. It is also 2020 release. I have not full review on this, but I have a first impression. You can check it out. So if you are into blue fragrances and masculine type of blue fragrances, this is absolutely for you. Reminds me of a little bit Dolce & Gabbana, okay, at the opening, but at the dry down is very similar to Coach for Man or Davidoff Cool Water Intense, which I already mentioned at number 10 spot. Performance is good. It is like 7-8 hours. I can get longevity by this fragrance, but projection is like a bit near to a skin after first hour. At first hour push good, I can say good to average, not beastly, but push good at first hour. After that is strongly skin scent. But you're gonna get a solid 8 hours out of this bottle. Price, performance, and profile, everything is 10 out of 10. I really enjoy this fragrance. Rochas L'Homme at number 8 spot. Let's continue by House of Yves Saint Laurent at number 7 spot. The latest release from this house and latest flanker of line of Y Eau Fraiche. It is a very inoffensive, pleasant, sexy, and polite type of fragrance. By average performance, it is fizzy, slightly earthy. By average to poor projection, I can say. For first hour, you're gonna get very airy, transparent type of projection. After that is like soapy or wetty, very woody type of skin scent. At the opening, reminds me of a little bit Versace Eros without that aquaticness. It is not aquatic, it is citrusy, woody type of fragrance. But it is very great for extremely hot days and close encounters, date situations. It smells masculine and sexy. You can check out my full review on this fragrance, and also I have a comparison video between YEDT, YEDP, Y Live, and Y Eau Fraiche. So at 7 spot, Y Eau Fraiche. At number 6 spot, I can say easily at top 5 most complimented fragrances in my collection, hands down, like Amouage Reflection Man, like Creed Aventus, Dylan Blue, Dior Sauvage, top 5. In terms of getting solid compliments, Rasasi Hawas. So I have this fragrance from 2018 in my collection, but I purchased this fragrance again because you asked a lot, Dami, about reformulation situations. So I'm very happy, didn't disappoint me. Still performer, still sexy, still beastly projector, and affordable. 50 bucks for 100 ml is nothing for this masterpiece. If you have smelled such a beautiful musky, sweet, aquatic, fruity projection, and that beautiful musky dried on, wow, kills me. Project, sillage, projection, longevity, 10 out of 10, wow. Let's continue by House of Armaf at number 5 spot. Armaf Milestone. After Club the New Intense Man, I believe this is the best job from this house, and I can say Armaf is backed by this job. It is very great banger from this house. It is 2019 release, but because of price was around 70-80 bucks even. That's why I waited a bit, but I couldn't wait more. I had to have it, I can say. Now it is around 50 bucks, but it is still not a great deal for this fragrance because Armaf fragrances is good around 30-35 bucks. So just I couldn't wait more. It is a cologne of Millésime Imperial by Creed. If you haven't smelled that fragrance, you can also check out my full review on this one. It is like mix of Creed Silver Mountain Water, Creed Green Irish Sweet by slightly that sexiness, lipstickiness, iris note in the Dior Homme. Let's continue by House of Guerlain at number 4 spot. L'Homme Ideal Cologne. This is the only Guerlain fragrance in my collection. Honestly, I cannot make myself accept to purchase any of these Guerlain fragrances. I have smelled a lot of them. They smell good. They are great, professional. My bad. Nothing bad about them. Just they don't attract me. That's it. Honestly, I purchased this fragrance because I heard that has been discontinued officially. I don't know if it is true or not. And the prices will be so high. That's why, you know, some feeling in you that you cannot get it more, you cannot smell it anymore, and it will be so expensive. That's why I purchased this fragrance, and didn't disappoint me, and I'm very happy of this purchase. It smells very polite, very outstanding, and challenging to my nose, because I can smell something and I can read another thing about this fragrance. It smells like hands creamy, honeyish, plus honeycomb in it, but at all there is not any honey in it. Some says it smells to them like citrus pie, lemon pie. I can understand, but for me it's like hands creamy, honeyish type of fragrance. Let's continue by one of the best releases of 2020 in my opinion. At number 3 spots, Stronger With You Freeze. So at the first sniff was like disappointment for me, because I was imagining or expecting another thing and I found another thing. I was expecting boldly chestnut note plus some refreshing icy vibes, like minty icy, somehow aquatic, or I don't know, but I found another thing. This is like chestnut way at the background, more woody and sweet edible atmosphere. Right now it's okay, I can say it started growing on me, but after 1, 2, 3 applying, this is grower type of fragrance, at least was like this for me. Let's continue by House of Issey Miyake at number 2 spot, Nuit Pulse of the Night. So I'm very happy to having this fragrance in my collection. I remember it was 2019, around 120 bucks because of that hype train around this fragrance, but I waited a bit. Now I grabbed it around 60 bucks for 100 ml. This is very great deal for this fragrance. 60 bucks, 70 bucks maximum. 120, no thank you. So scent profile is at the opening is like leathery and somehow waxy, minty, I can say. Reminds me of opening of Amouage. I forget the name of that fragrance. Amouage, the green one. Amouage Epic Man. Like that fragrance, Amouage Epic Man, but at the dry down, very close to DNA of Parfums de Molly Herod. But not identical, I cannot say 100% identical. It is like slightly powdery version of Herod by Parfums de Molly, something like Carlisle also I can catch, but 95% Herod by Parfums de Molly by average performance compared to that fragrance. Lasts like 6-7 hours on my skin by first hour good projection. After that is skin scent. At number 1 spot, another absolutely great purchase for me. I'm really happy to having this fragrance as well for 2020, Moschino Toy Boy. So it is rosy, fruity, and very great perfumer, sexy type of fragrance. They did several big mistakes at first. Shape of bottle and name of the fragrance, Toy Boy, and the commercial film of the fragrance. At all doesn't match, doesn't fit by this juice inside. Juice inside is very, very Tom Fordish smelling type of juice. It is very solid type of juice. Reminds me of Tom Ford Noir de Noir in the fruity way and less mature. Tom Ford Noir de Noir is rose based, mature, smoky, slightly heavy on patchouli and vanilla. This fragrance is like watered down version of that, plus more pear, more fruity, more youthful vibes. I can say younger fruity version of Noir de Noir to my nose. And I can catch also at the late dry down some Tuxedo by YSL or Low Multimi vibe. Very rose dominated type of fragrance. Smells something at the background like plaster. For whatever reason I can get plaster vibe than this fragrance. Plaster, rose, pear. Very good fragrance. I really enjoy it. But it is not unique. When the rose is dominated in fragrance cannot stay unique, I believe, because rose is very dominated note, and when you sniff the rose, immediately you can remember 100 fragrances, rose-based fragrances. That's why I don't believe this is a unique fragrance, but it is a solid release, I can say. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. That was my today's video. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. I will answer you. See you in another video.